Right, well, back to Fog Wrestling, and we are here with a 2021 WWE SmackDown roster tier list with 5 pings. Yes, the best, very good, alright, could be better, the worst. Well, I'll tell you what, could be better. That's getting changed, because that's almost like a, I don't know, bad. You agree with that? Because it could be better. I mean, I could make a point for that being everyone. No, I think so.
I think half the people on this are on Raw, but fair enough. So bad, the work. I mean, I can just tell you right now, guys, the top 2 categories ain't getting used here.
Well, you're right. Some of them, the pictures are on Raw, but they're actually on SmackDown.
Liv Morgan's, she not on Raw? Maybe she has
SmackDown.
No, you're right, she has SmackDown, my bad. To me, there should be an extra category here, because I just think there should be more than bad and the worst, because that's where most of them are going, and I think there should be like a differential thing here. I think there should be bad, like something. I think there should be something like
in between bad and the worst.
Yeah, like worst. I think too kind. I would go with like absolutely fucking dog shit or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, we won't monetize to your guys, but anyway, we kick off the list with Aleister Black. I'm thinking bad.
I think the guy, see with the gimmick, and it kind of looks like he could be booked better, but the guy's not good. I mean, he's not. I mean, they're trying to make all
that's
fucking,
alright.
Oh, the guy's got tattoos. He's a man. What? No.
Fucking Midian had tattoos, guys.
Midian was shite, wasn't he? So naked Midian or dressed Midian doesn't matter. The guy wasn't that good. I'm going to put him in bad. I mean, I think he's got potential though to be all right.
Right.
But let's be real. This is Tommy N for ICW, and who gave a fuck when he was Tommy N? Nobody.
Well, I didn't know that.
The only thing he ever done, only relevant thing he ever done was appear in a bloody Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry. Right, next
hero.
up.
Wait, why is that guy not been fucking signed?
Because it would be ruined. I think they're going to do those parodies with him.
Well, wait, they can do the Firefly Funhouse and shit?
Nah, but they couldn't do any fucking good songs with parodies, so we're not playing the rights. Right, anyway though, next up we have one half of the Street Profits. Now, I do not know these guys' name. I think one's called Angelo Dawkins, but what the fuck's the other guy's name?
I'll say bad. When I first see recently, I think they've been fucking terrible, but when I first seen them debut on the main roster, I thought, these guys are alright. But they're not alright, they're bad.
No, so. They're bad, and
But no, I remember when they were doing that segment, like the new segment thing. That was actually, I thought that was alright.
It was relatively entertaining.
Then they did have that feud and that match with the Vikings, and they had the series of battles where they were doing all the challenges every week. I mean, that stuff was alright. If we were still at that time period, I'd probably put them in alright, but I mean, they're bad, so.
Yep. Next up, we've got Apollo Cruz. I'm just going to do everyone the worst. This guy's fucking garbage.
Nothing about him. Just
boring as fuck.
He's like
Bobby Lashley,
but much smaller and
worse,
not
worse
legit.
everywhere.
Not legit. Yep.
Next up, was that Bailey? Yep. Fucking worse.
Changed very good to good or something, by the way, because I mean, I think it might be more. Alright, I'll do.
Okay.
Maybe if it's good, so I'll be tempted to put someone in.
Right, Bailey in at the worst. Awful. Fucking the hug gimmick, the heel gimmick. Oh, ding ding hello, whatever.
Ding dong hello, pish.
Ding dong, bottom of the list, get to fuck. Next up, we have Bianca Belair, I want to say, brother.
I don't rate her. She comes out, she said the EST of WWE. What's that even mean?
Eastern Standard Time? Fuck off.
Comes about, swings her ponytail as a skipping rope, and that's supposed to impress me.
What?
Worse for me.
You're not worse than these two, though.
Do you know?
No. Next up, we've got Big E.
Ooh. I've never liked Biggie. I've got to be completely honest.
He does have charisma, but he gets on like a fucking spastic, and I'm tempted. He's not. I would love to put him last, but
I think he's the best at the list so far. I've got to be real. I do.
I'm putting him in the worst. I can't put him in bad. I can't. He's the pancakes. Slap him his ass.
Alright, I can't stand him, but guys, I would say he's probably top of bad at the moment. But we'll go with worst because this guy.
You think? All right, we'll put him top of bad.
No, top of worst.
Seeing he comes on the TV, I want to die. Yes, he is awful. Next up, we've got Sonya. Is it Sonya? Is it the other one? I don't mind. I'm fucking bad.
No, that's Billy Kay.
So who's Sonya Deville. Am I smoking? What's the other one? The other team?
Peyton Royce.
My fucking pissed. Right. Anyway, this person thinks, I'm going to be a part of this team, that team.
As bad as the Iconics were, I felt like they were decent in a way that they were that bad. Sometimes it's, see if you're going to be bad, sometimes it's better to be fucking terrible than just bad.
And I think that's what they were.
But that doesn't mean they were good, and for that reason, she's got to go in the worst for me.
Top or behind Biggie? Or behind her? In here?
I prefer her over at Bianca Belair. I like
fair enough.
Honestly, but...
Right. Next up, we have got Bo Dallas, and I have not seen this guy in a very long. He must be injured.
Is he even on the Is he even on the SmackDown roster?
He must be injured or something.
Well, you can believe he's going in the worst for me. I mean, the only thing that you could argue maybe saving him is he's part of the Rotundo family, but I mean, what's that really mean?
I'll put him in here, man, because actually, see, when he first came into, he didn't seem that bad with the whole bull train.
No.
And you can believe that. I mean, I don't know, it didn't seem that bad, but absolute pish. Right, next up we have got Carmel, who's been in a feud with Sasha Banks. Got Reginald as the manager.
This new gimmick just not doing it for me.
There was a 5-minute promo of where I'm better than Sasha Banks. I'm genetically better, and
she's not really. I mean, but I mean, I didn't mind her run with James Ellsworth. I thought that was better. I thought she was better when she was hanging about with Big Cass and Enzo.
And can you teach
But I'm not digging that. I'd put her in bad. She's not terrible. Like, I mean, she's alright.
Top of bad, middle of bad, bottom of bad, top?
I think she's had more... I'd say she's had a better career than those three in bad, like.
You're damn right. Right, next up we have Jason Stratham, a.k.a. Cesaro.
Never liked his movies, and I've never liked his in-ring performances or promos. This guy was never really... I don't think I've ever liked Cesaro, I'll be honest. I haven't. I mean, apart from the fact he does look like Jason Stratham, I mean, I can't say I enjoy the guy. He's not a bad ring worker, but, I mean, that's pretty much all he's got. To me, he's a guy that should be in Ring of Honor. That's him, Ring of Honor.
His career in WWE's pish.
Tell you what,
he did have
a series of good matches as the Bar. Now that feud with Sheamus was pish
with the Hardys, but
they actually have. I mean, his run with the Bar was no bad, and I guess he was with Dutch Mantel and We the People and all that shit. But yep, he's in bad for me.
Who the fuck's this?
I have to skip this next one for this pure reason. I actually don't know who that is. I'm not too sure I know who the next one is either.
Daniel Bryan.
Was that? Hold on, I can't. Is that Daniel? No, how can this guy be a star when I don't even know who it fucking is? Come on, what? Right, well, the fact I don't even know who that woman is, she's going in the worst. I mean, come on.
Bought my worst.
I mean, I think Daniel Bryan should be joining her for the fact.
No, I don't give a fuck what you say. Listen, I want to talk.
No, but I just want to say it. That would never happen with Hogan. There would never be a fucking tier list where I'd look at the thumbnail and not know who.
Even if Hogan was 90 and decrepit and looking like the dead thing for SpongeBob,
with a bandana on, you'd still know it was Hogan. Right, here we go. Daniel Bryan, where you going?
Never liked this guy. I think you can talk about Bret Hart being the most overrated. I think this guy, the whole Yes movement, it's fucking pish.
Oh, add me up.
Well, I mean, look at right. He's talked up as like, oh, he's one of the few stars they built in the PG era. And what is he now? Training with Chad Gable and a fat man. I think. No, I'm. See, considering what he's supposed to be and what I'm putting him here. I don't give two fucks. He's supposed to be a star, and he's just another guy. Literally.
I think that's a bit harsh.
I don't think it is.
I'd have probably put him in alright.
No. Really? Why?
Well, I mean, he did have that feud with Triple H, and I mean, you can say what you want, but...
Yes, but what the fuck's he done?
His stuff with Kane, Team Hell No, was pretty good, I think.
Stuff that happened almost over a decade ago. I'm talking about, this is SmackDown 2021. I don't give a fuck what he's done.
I thought his heel run as world champion was no bad with AJ Lee. I mean, I think that's incredibly harsh putting the guy, and I'm not even his biggest fan.
What's he done since he came
And
back?
I wouldn't say the guy's a star or nothing like that. I mean,
What's he done since he came back?
I think the last star WWE created or had was CM Punk. Like, I certainly wouldn't say.
I've enjoyed more Dolph Ziggler stuff than Daniel Bryan
Oh
stuff.
fuck no, I haven't.
Alright.
I would.
Spirit Squad's better than Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, but anyone could have been in the Spirit Squad. He didn't. Fucking Dolph Ziggler didn't make the Spirit Squad good.
Well,
Just
I'm just letting you know.
There's fucking 5 cheerleaders.
Any indie midget could have done what Daniel Bryan did up against Devolution.
I disagree. I think Daniel Bryan's no bad on the mic. He had that good stuff with the Miz. I think you're being fucking incredibly harsh
Right, you
here.
put him where you fucking want.
No, he's going to. I mean, how?
No.
No,
How about we put him in bad since that's in the middle?
no. You think he's in the worst?
No, I'll put him in the.
No, leave him in the worst.
Alright.
Guys, let us know down below if you think he's fucking off his dome. How
Right,
the fuck can you think Daniel Bryan's worse than D'Angelo Hawkins or whatever the fuck he's
D'Angelo
called?
Hawkins.
I don't care, right? Some bum that's never done nothing.
Well, Daniel Bryan to me may as well have done nothing, right? That fucking Dolph Ziggler, mate. You can go ahead and pick him.
I think he's in the worst. For the simple fact is he steals everything. He tries to steals Billy Gunn's Fame-Asser. He tries to steal Shawn Michaels stuff. He tries to look like Mr. Perfect Son. He's pish. I'm here to show the world. You have to show them what, that you're overrated. Who cares? You can bump in the ring. Who cares? Your character's garbage. You've never done anything. Decent wrestler, decent seller, but this guy has just never once made me think, oh, this guy's a star. No wonder he lost both title belts in his first defence. I mean, he won that Survivor Series match, and then what happened? Absolutely nothing. There's a reason that's why this guy's never been pushed. I mean, this guy, he's just not the man. He's not better than Daniel Bryan. He's not.
Well, that's alright. But I've enjoyed more Dolph Ziggler stuff than Daniel Bryan stuff. But yeah, I agree he's not better. Where's he going?
I'm sticking beside Daniel Bryan.
Right, next up we have Dominic Mysterio. See the fact this guy was held in a briefcase match 16 years ago? He may as well go in the fucking best in this list.
Promo work shite. He's a...
Right, you can say it's shite.
To say he's a...
Who's he worse here on the mic then?
I think to say he's a 10th as good as Rey was in the ring, I think to say that's harsh on Rey.
So right, this guy can't go very high then.
Nah, to me, I'd put him in the worst. I honestly would. I'd be putting him below. Oh well, I'd probably put him higher than that.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Right, next up, right, there's two Usos here. Am I supposed to tell which one's which?
I don't know, but see, I've never been a big fan of the Usos, but I've got to be honest. I think the one that's actually cutting the promos with Roman Reigns at the moment is doing better stuff than Roman Reigns.
I think
Because of the bloodline. I think the Usos are alright.
Yeah.
I think the Usos could have been decent in a better era. I don't know. I don't think the Usos are that bad.
I think the Usos could have been good henchmen, the Rikishi and the Attitude Era.
Right, who's this?
Kalisto. The worst.
Yeah.
Since, I mean, two the same, but...
Look, there'll never be another Rey Mysterio, right? Doesn't matter how many Mexicans you can find, stick masks on them, it just ain't going to do.
Right, next up we've got Kevin Owens, and I hate this guy. I'll put him below fucking Daniel Bryan all day, every week.
Yes, actually, he's probably the best person on the mic that we've rated so far, though.
But he's just fucking
And for a fat
shit.
man, he actually has some decent matches, but I mean, to me, the guy's never felt... I mean, originally he came in, he was against Cena, and if you're against Cena, then you're obviously going to feel
I didn't
pretty
mind
big
at the
time.
start. He seemed okay with Jericho, but see since
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, he seemed alright when he was shooting with Cena, and he seemed alright when he was Jericho, but is that not...
that's why.
I mean...
Same with Daniel Bryan. Who's Daniel Bryan feuded with? Who was pish, and he's like, you know what? He's actually carried that.
Oh, come on. I think Daniel Bryan's better than fucking Kevin Owens.
So he is. I'm not fucking denying that.
But Daniel Bryan isn't as good as Cesaro or fucking Carmel or Aleister bloody Tommy End.
No, but I think you've got to factor stuff in. They're nowhere near the level of Bryan. What has Bryan done?
See if you're not factoring that shite in. Where's Bryan at the moment? Everyone would rate it.
All right. Probably. I'll put him in front of the Usos.
Right, that's fair enough.
No, I'm being 2021
This
SmackDown roster. What are you doing at this minute in time? Blah blah blah.
Kevin
Right?
Owens
To
is
see Paul Heyman, he'd be going up there.
Apart from eating fucking pies and stealing Stone Cold Stunner. Kevin Owens is doing fuck
No,
all.
you know what? Actually, see, because he's stealing the he's just a fat fucking slob. He
His newest T-shirt, Stun Owens Stun.
fucking bottom. Fuck it. You using. You don't disturb Austin's fucking shit in a bowl, let alone his finisher.
Anyway, up next.
Right, next up, a guy that's just pish. I don't care if he supports Trump. Right, this guy's him and Elias. It's been the same gimmick for 5 fucking years.
I actually like this. Does he support Trump?
You said he did.
He may as well. Everyone fucking.
Well, the
hates
next
it.
guy, the next guy definitely does,
everyone,
but he's fucking
everyone
off.
hates him anyway. Like, so he may as well. I think Baron Corbin's all right. Well,
But right, I'll admit he's all right. But where's the gimmick going?
at the moment,
he's just been a heel.
I've got to be honest. At the moment, he's probably doing it with Kevin Owens. Every time I see him come out with this King gimmick,
I'm sick of it.
I mean, they've fucking killed his career. Like, see when he first came on. I mean,
I think he's in here.
What was wrong with the Lone Wolf gimmick? What's wrong with that?
I know. Right, next up we have got. I know.
See this whole King thing? It never fucking works. Like, it wasn't that bad. See if Triple H had won King of the Ring. I could have seen it working because like that kind of would have suited his gimmick. You know, that Hunter, he did seem like that's like a royalty kind of gimmick.
Well, he did win it.
Aye, well, okay, but I mean, I'm thinking about when Austin won it instead of him. But do you know what I mean? I think Triple H, if Triple H, like, he wasn't called King Triple H or King Hunter, but to me, that would have fitted Triple H.
Yes.
The fact that Booker T totally changed his whole character, you know what I mean? To go King, and he came out, with the new entrance music, and that worked. I think King Regal worked, but come on, it doesn't. King Corbin. Look at what Corbin used to be, and he's not a fucking king.
And look who he beat, Shorty G. End of. Right, next up with Lars Sullivan. This guy is just a fat fucking retard.
I know, but back onto the whole King, it just doesn't work. You can't win the King of the Ring and say, all right, King Corbin, fucking King. My Undertaker one, they're going to call him King Undertaker.
King Taker.
Like,
The American King ass. Right, next up with Lars Sullivan. Pish.
Just your average
Big guy.
roided up, big freak. Would have fit to a T in SmackDown 2003. Worse for me. I mean, you can stick him anywhere you want as long as it's not above Daniel Bryan.
Put him fucking down here. Because he's pish. Right, is this Liv Morgan?
Aye. Never rated Liv Morgan.
Riot Squad's pish. Let's break them up.
The only time she was ever really over is when she was getting involved in that Lana Lashley wedding, which the Dave Meltzers and everyone fucking shat on, but that was actually one of the highest rated things Raw's done in years.
Donkeys.
So, I mean, what's that say?
But that doesn't get you anywhere. Probably in a pish tag team at the minute. And
She's back with Ruby Riot. To me, the worst.
Yep, somewhere in here. This region. Tell you what, guys. Right, with Mojo Rawley.
What the worst?
He's Gronk's pal. But he's no my
say.
pal. He's going down there. Fuck. Right, we've got Dawkins. This guy's better than the other guy. I'd probably say a bit in here. Well, see Cesaro. He is a boring bastard, but I think if he was, I think he is one of the few guys if booked right, he could actually be good.
Right, who's this next? Buddy Murphy.
Yep. Oh, fucking awful. I mean, this guy's he's just
even the name Buddy Murphy.
Fucking.
Never
Put your
done
ass
anything
down
good,
here,
or
brother.
Disciple of Seth Rollins. Who cares?
Right, Natalia. You know what? Actually worse than Kevin.
I think Natalia is the worst person on the roster. She's never done nothing. She probably has had a title reign that was the most forgettable thing ever. But she thinks the fact she's a heart somehow makes her fucking great, and it doesn't. Just like Tamina Snuka's fucking related to Jimmy, it doesn't matter.
Makes you the fucking daughter of a murderer.
You're absolute pish.
Just when Daniel Benoit debuts, it'll be the same.
Never has she ever had anything that I thought, fuck, that was good. Never. In my opinion, the worst heart, and I think you can tell that she's the daughter of Neidhart and not like the daughter of Owen or fucking Brett. Because Jim Neidhart was the worst person in the Hart Foundation. Well, he was until he gave birth to this. So, I mean, yeah, Natalia, you're the newest shittest member of the Hearts, so congrats.
Alright, next up we've Otis. You like this guy, don't you? You love this guy.
Apparently McMahon liked this guy as well, but...
And then told him to get down and get some training.
I mean, this guy's done absolutely nothing since...
He lost his money in the bank thing.
And then he lost Mandy Rose. Fucking sucks for him, doesn't it? I don't think he's alright. I'd put him in bad, though. I mean, I think he's alright.
Top of bad.
I think he's got potential.
Right, next up we have Paul Heyman.
I don't know why they split him. Paul Heyman, if it's on an all-time thing, I'd put him in the top category, but...
I'll put him in alright. If he was still with Brock, I'd put him in the worst, but he's not. I'll put him in alright.
Yeah, if he was still with Brock, it would be the worst, just because the fact that he's not done anything.
He's the best thing of SmackDown, even if it is pish.
I just feel like he's got a wee bit newer content at the moment because he's with Roman Reigns. But don't get me wrong, see in 3 years' time, if he's still with Roman Reigns, we'll probably hear it off. So.
Right, next up with Rey Mysterio doing approximately hee-haw. He's trying to teach his son the ropes. I wish he just used it on himself. He's not doing much.
Is this guy still on SmackDown?
I'm sure Corbin just beat him.
Well, I like Rey, but I mean,
I'm thinking worst. In there with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Underutilized.
Keep in mind, this isn't all time. This is kind of just now when you watch SmackDown, what you thinking.
Well,
and I'm thinking, when I see this guy, I'm thinking...
I'll put it this way. Rey's kind of been irrelevant for about a lot longer than Daniel Bryan has. Rey's kind of been pissed for like about 8 years since Cena jobbed him out of the fake title, I think.
Yeah, ever since Rey came back, I mean, yeah.
I'll put him in here. Right, next up with Bobby Roode. You can take your fucking pedo mustache and fucking go in here.
Worse than Ziggler, I think. At least he doesn't steal shit, but he kind of does, doesn't he?
You know, he can fucking in front of Owens, man. He's just a nonce. Right, next up with Roman Reigns. I think this gimmick's massively overrated. People can mark out about it, but I mean,
I think he deserves to be in the alright category.
Yeah, we'll put him behind Heyman. I think Heyman's carrying it. Like, Reigns can sit there, act the tough man, but at the end of the day, you're feuding with a guy who's called Scrap Daddy than a Fat Daddy. I mean, I can't go anywhere with that, guys. Right, next up we have Ruby Riot. Pish. Where's the fuck's Liv Morgan?
You just look at these two, and how they're in a team.
One's a freak show bastard, like, and it's this one.
Yeah,
Right, next up, Sami Zayn. I hate him. His mic work's actually
massively
improved.
But I can't say he's in the worst.
No, his mic works.
He's actually doing no bad stuff at the moment on SmackDown. So I'd say he's I'll be honest, I think I've got to put him in alright, and I never thought I'd say that, like...
Alright.
But I'd probably put him in
I agree, I think, even though...
Now, see a year ago, or maybe even 2 years ago?
I don't know, man.
But anyway, see about 18 months ago, this guy would have been... I wouldn't even have to consider it. He'd have probably been right at the fucking bottom. Maybe even behind Natalia. Or just in front of Natalia, even. But now, I'd say he probably deserves to be there.
Yep.
So.
Next up with Sasha Banks, Snoop Dogg's cousin.
Never liked Sasha Banks. Don't think she's doing anything good at the moment. I don't see it. Oh, she's a champ, best worker in the company.
Fucking
not for me.
You
not,
can
not the boss.
Riding on Guerrero, Snoop Dogg's fucking...
coattails.
Yep.
To me, she's in the worst. When I see Sasha Banks, I want to turn off the telly.
Top of the women, or she's the champ? Doesn't. Right, next up, Seth Rollins, who hasn't even debuted, but I hate this guy.
Worst. The guy
sound like this.
The guy was doing his new Messiah gimmick. Then 3 months into it, he's like, "I think I've been doing it a long time. I think it's time to try something new." I mean, come on, fucking people have gimmicks for like decades, and this guy wants to. I mean, how many shits? Oh, Kingslayer, the Beast Slayer, the Architect, this, that, fucking pish.
Right, next up we have Shinsuke Nakamura.
I like this guy. I think he's alright. To me, I've never thought this guy...
He's above Sami Zayn. Like.
Yeah, well, I'd probably... Oh, fair enough.
You know what? I would maybe put him above the Usos, but...
You don't think I better than Jay and Jimmy also?
You think you're just a puppy. But I mean, put it this way, right? They hyped up, him and AJ Styles, all the matches they got, and it was fucking...
Yeah, no, they went into that WrestleMania saying, that's going to be the best match, and really it was like, that would even have been
No, it gets me, right?
Actually,
they can slabber about Vince all you want, but there is no excuse for them putting on a bad match, even with a DQ finish. You can have the fucking best match ever with a DQ finish.
Unless Vince has fucking went through the match, move for move, then...
Yeah, right. I know what you mean. Next up, is this the guy in the Forgotten Sons? It kind of looks like a B-Tech Triple H.
I think he kind of looks like that guy we seen on Impact a couple weeks ago.
I
think he's going in the worst. If I don't know who you are, I can't really.
Yeah. Tamina.
Awful. Bit.
You haven't been as round as long as her, so you can fucking... And this guy...
His name is Stevie Rogers. I don't know who he is, to be fair.
This roster's awful, man.
There you go. That's it. The guys that passed and made the all right, which was the aim of the game, I guess, is Heyman, Roman Reigns, the Usos, Nakamura, and Sami Zayn. To me, those 6 are probably the best thing on SmackDown at the moment. And, so, there you go.
Till next time, guys. You can't disagree with it or else you're pish.